How is it no one can tell me anything about this Mothman that's terrorizing the wasteland? It's a giant moth, for Pete's sake. We can get a picture of a paladin in a mankini for crying out loud, so why is it no one can get me anything on this Mothman? Someone turn on a light bulb, or hang a jacket out a window. Maybe that'll work. You, what do you want? Why haven't you got me any decent shots yet? You waiting for hell to freeze over? Go, now. I want that Mothman! Kazar, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that stupid little intro of me pretending to be J.J. Jameson. I would appreciate if you would go ahead and do all the stuff that I request you to do right now, which is like, share, and subscribe, but that's out the way. Let's move on to the actual build itself. So, if you are familiar with the Daily Bugle, you know that it exists in a very particular kind of building in New York City, and that just so happens to be a type of building called a Flatiron building. Now, the entire build, just the building itself, took roughly about 12 hours to figure out because I wanted to tear my hair out. Oh dear lord. So originally, before the actual building itself was complete, I thought it was a triangle that had two 45-ish degree angles that came to a point at the top, right? I was wrong. It's actually a right angle triangle with a 45 degree angle on one side that comes to a flat point at the top, which is where the Daily Bugle sign is. So, after building the first one, I had to tear it down and rebuild the second one, which I can tell you is not that easy. But I had a bunch of fun making this. So it does have the word Daily Bugle on the front, as it does in the Spider-Man movie. The street was a last addition to it, because I wanted it to be something that looks like it's just been plucked out of there. Now, it's double-sided wall all the way up with technically no roof because it's at the build height and I can't put the roof on because that would be outside of the build height. And you can see on the tour here that this floor has nothing on it, okay? There's absolutely nothing there. I changed that after. Now, the only big problem with building this is the fact that we don't have triangle walls and triangle floors. So there are big holes that I've had to like patch up and hide behind file cabinets, stash boxes, tables, desks, all that kind of stuff. But this is the Daily Bugle office that I managed to make for the video intro. And of course, the top I had to get fancy with putting a roof on it. So from the outside, it actually looks like there's a roof. So the way I managed to do that was put down a half floor, or half wall, in fact, and just put on a slanted roof. It was literally the only way to put a roof on it. Flat roof outside of the build limit. Triangle roof that goes upwards outside the build limit. So in the Daily Bugle, if you're familiar with the Spider-Man movies, the good Spider-Man movies, not the Amazing Spider-Man, those are terrible movies. But if you're familiar with those, on the walls they've got, you know, news articles that probably won them a Pulitzer or some crap like that. They've got desks all over the place, jam-packed in because it's all, you know, hard boss with J.J. Jameson just running the crap out of it. And through the movies, they changed up the design of his office, so I tried to smash all of them together in a way. I think in two, his office faces into the actual like bullpen with his desk looking out. In the first one, his desk looks at the wall where I put all those bookshelves and all that kind of stuff on the left, and it's got a great view out the window. I loved it. It was weird. Okay, it was a fun build. It was a build that I have not done in a while. It was a big, crazy, over-the-top, pull your hair out, shoot yourself in the back of the neck kind of build that you just wanted to get done and get out of the way. But when you actually finish it, it's great. I love this. This is probably going to be around for about a week. So if you want to come and take some pictures with the Daily Bugle, feel free. And like I said, this floor here, I did change it. I put some desks in it, and that took me to the end of my stash limit. It's full now, so there's not really much to it. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Daily Bugle, and I was going to call it the Weekly Trumpet, but whatever. I would appreciate if, like I said earlier, you would go ahead and like, share, and subscribe, because it does help with the videos. But until then, you guys know the drill. And as always, stay awesome.